Hello, my name is Olivia Jared, and today I will be sharing with you my persuasive speech for LCC Public Speaking. Today I'm going to share some very important information with you that's meaningful to me, and it is why mental health and wellness classes should be added to the school curriculum. So, first of all, I'm going to share this statistic that really opened my eyes, and it says the overall prevalence of psychiatric disorders in high school students using the GHQ-28 was 48%, and it was more in females, 51%, than males, 41%. I am sharing with you why I think mental health and wellness classes should be added to the school curriculum, because it is a very important subject that I care deeply about. It would also convince you in how doing so would help teenagers everywhere, not just in school, but in themselves. So the reasons why mental health and wellness classes should be added to the school curriculum is because it would help prevent suicide and depression, it would help reduce anxiety, and it would promote various behavioral development for students. So the first reason that I'm going to talk about is that it would help prevent suicide and depression. Suicide is the third leading cause of death for ages 10 to 24. In my opinion, children and teenagers' mental health problems start at school. So, by teaching them how to cope and feel better would make school a safer and happier place for them to be. As childhood and adolescent mental health disorders are so common, it's baffling that we are not equipping our children with an understanding of mental health. Undiagnosed, inadequately treated or untreated, mental illness can seriously affect our ability to learn and grow. It can lead to negative coping mechanisms, and at worst, it may result in suicide. The next reason why mental health and wellness classes should be added to the school curriculum is because it would reduce anxiety. Many children feel anxious, ranging from mild symptoms to more severe forms, such as panic attacks. When these symptoms are ignored, they can lead to depression, lack of performance, and increased risk of substance abuse. So, I have anxiety, and an example would be when I would often have to hold in a panic attack at school, or the way I'm feeling in class. So, having a class where students could learn how to cope with the way they feel because of either homework or something that's stressing them out on a daily basis, or if they're dealing with family problems, would have a big impact, in my opinion. The last reason that mental health and wellness classes should be added to the school curriculum is because it would promote various behavioral development for students. So, health isn't just about what's going on in the outside world. Physical education class is required to help teach children about the value of nutrition and exercise. We teach them all about staying fit and eating healthy. Health classes teach about diseases, safe sex, and nutrition. And financial education has even added to the curriculum to teach about buying cars and budgeting. These various classes could have a huge impact in schools around the country and may have a change in students. If they were not able to learn these different various subjects at home, learning them at school would help them in their future and in life. So, restating what my speech was about, mental health and wellness classes should be added to the school curriculum because it would help prevent suicide and depression. It would help prevent suicide and depression, reduce anxiety, and it would promote various behavioral development for students. Just as physical education is part of the curriculum in schools, mental health awareness and children should be too. Our children spend most of their day at school, so we need to empower them with knowledge about mental illness. So, in conclusion, this change in schools would open the eyes of so many students who are in a dark place constantly. And an example would be me, because I have anxiety and I've dealt with depression. So just the reason why I chose to talk about this as my persuasive speech is because I think that this would be a great impact for schools. Now that in our society, it affects so many more teenagers. And for me, sometimes going to school can be tough on my bad days, and sometimes I just don't even want to go to school. But who knows, maybe one day there will be classes available to help students get through their bad days. I really hope so. So that's why I wrote this persuasive speech. And I just wanted to thank you for listening, and yeah.